But Kim is not tone deaf, so Kim is music. Good morning. Welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Lynchburg. We are glad you are here. Whoever you are, whatever your beliefs, whatever your age, and whomever you love, you are welcome here. As we work together for justice, compassion, and peace, we also acknowledge with humility that our buildings sit on Monacan land. My name is Courtney Senna. I'm the Director of Lifespan Education for this congregation, and I have been a member here for about 18 years. If you are with us for the first time, we are glad you chose to be here this morning to participate in the service for this church community we love. If you would like to receive our monthly newsletter and Friday email updates, please fill out the virtual visitor card found on our website, uulynchburg.org, under Sunday Services, or fill out the yellow card found in the back of the chair in front of you and place it in the offering basket. Our young people will be passing out some air dry modeling clay for us all to enjoy during the service. It is not messy. It will dry in a few hours. After the service, there will be markers on a table in the social hall if you want to put some color on your creation or add a bit of bling. There will also be paper towels in case your creation hasn't dried. This is a good day to play. Next week is our annual congregational meeting. We have several important items to consider, including voting on our slate of officers. Please attend. Reverend Terry is offering a class on the Aramaic translation of the Lord's Prayer, a more authentic and universal understanding of the prayer of Jesus. This class begins on May 16th. If you are interested in attending, either in person or via Zoom, please contact Reverend Terry. She has ordered several copies of the text to share with those interested in the class. Our theme for this month is creativity, a very fitting theme for Mother's Day. Please take note of additional announcements in the bulletin, and if you are on Zoom, you can find them in the Friday e-news. Now I invite us to release our worries about the world and our own lives as we enter into the service by taking some slow, calming breaths. All right, now I would like to invite all of our children and young people to come forward and help with the chalice lighting words. And I would like to invite Marielle to come forward and be our chalice lighter. We're going to pass it out in just a few minutes. All right, ready? Yes.
Light now, kindle, inspire us to and not to curse, to stir in you a spirit of life.
Go sit down.
That might be the microphone on the stand.
Today we celebrate Mother's Day. Our own relationship with mothering, ranging from wonderful to complex to challenging to longed for. We're all part of and recipients of the nurturing aspect of creation. So today we're invited to explore our relationship with our shared mother, Gaia, Mother Earth, the essence of creativity. We are all children of the earth, even though we are born to different human mothers. Mother Earth nurtures all life, including all the mothers, fathers, mentors, and friends who have helped us understand what it means to create a meaningful life for ourselves. Each one of us, children of the earth, becomes a co-creator of life as we live and breathe, surrounded by possibility and potential. So even though our young people just sat down, I'm going to invite you to come forward to help us share our first hymn, number 1073. And it's a Native American hymn, and I appreciate Kim stepping in at the last minute to do our drum beat. We would like all of our young people to help us with the beat also. Kim, I'm going to let you come in. Hey, good to see you.
When I do this, that means you're gonna tap on your drum, okay? Yeah.
I'm not very afraid. I don't think I'm very good at it.
Well, then you can get a shaker.
You want a shaker? Here, I'll take a shaker.
You are so good at catching snails and roly-polies and things. You can do all sorts of wonderful things. Oh. Oh, okay. That's okay. And we are going to sing the first 4 verses. Wow, thank y'all. And thanks, Kim, for helping, for stepping in. So y'all can go back to your seats if you want to, because we have some other fun things that are coming up pretty soon.
No, it's a rain stick.
It sounds like there's rain in there, doesn't it?
Maybe.
There's no rain in there.
No,
You never know until you open it.
That's right.
that's true. But you know, that's a really good example of indigenous people all over the world would be, they live close to the earth, and they would listen to the sound of the rain, and they would try to figure out, how can we make music that brings in the sounds of the earth and the sound of the rain? And so they invented wonderful instruments.
Like maracas, drums. I
Yeah,
think drums is like maybe
But-
striking.
yeah, and you know, our bodies are instruments too, because we can make interesting sounds. We can snap our fingers. We can whistle. Yeah, so our instruments, our bodies are instruments. So we're going to do some more fun things in a minute, like clapping. So how about if everybody claps you to your seat, and then that'll be a wonderful way to make music. So, the earth is our mother, and there are times when we need to think about how to express our appreciation to all those who nurture us, our mothers and others, people who nurture us, and especially our Mother Earth. So think of all the amazing life on Earth. Courtney has a video, and I just realized I told the kids to go back to their seats, and you have this wonderful video, but it's going to be on the screen, so I think maybe they can see it better from their seats.
Okay, and then we'll just have
Thank you.
discussion from our seats too?
Totally.
Okay, wonderful. So we are so excited for this book that is coming called Thank You, Earth.
Hello, my name is April Pulley Sayer, and I'm a writer. I love to write the words in books, and I also illustrate some of my books. I like to illustrate not with paint or with pencils, but with light, and that kind of art is called photography. So I took the photos in this book, Thank You, Earth, and I'm going to share it with you today. Dear Earth, thank you for water and those that float, for slippery seaweed and stone. Thank you for mountains and minerals that strengthen bills and bone. Thank you for air, even fishy whale breath. Thank you for colors and coastlines and beach. Thank you for tiny and towering, for trees and vines that reach. Thank you for curves and prickles and parallels, for patterns, all shapes that repeat. Thank you for leaves and stems and buds, for plant parts we can eat. Thank you for sounds and storms and seasons, for struggles and pale in-betweens. Thank you for rays and radials and overlapping greens. Thank you for jumbles, for ingredients for soil and bright new growth in spring. Thank you for those that crawl. Yes, all, even those that sting. Thank you for sunsets, for sky room for birds, for edges eyes can roam. Thank you for beginnings, for endings, for lifetimes. Thank you for being our home. Thank you, readers. I hope that you have a wonderful spring, summer, fall, winter, the whole year and your whole life long.
No worries. Is that better? I don't think so. Maybe now? Maybe? Yes? Okay. Sinks and odds. Okay, so that was a really great book of some things that we need to say thank you to Mother Earth for. So what do you all think we can do to thank Mother Earth for all the gifts of the earth? What are some ways we can say thank you to the earth? And if you have a good idea, you can raise your hand and I'll bring you the microphone. Yes, that's a great idea. Okay, change your mind, I'll come back, okay?
I don't think the microphone is on.
Oh, microphone isn't on. Yeah, okay.
Check.
All right. So Cece had the good idea of helping to pick up trash. Thank you to Mother Earth.
Recycle more.
That's a great suggestion, Beth. Oh, I see Nora has an idea.
And Marielle.
All right, wonderful.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, think about it.
Plant more trees and flowers.
That's a great idea, Marielle. All right, Nora, did you think of anything?
I saw something on the side of the road, Marielle, that reminds me of what you said. There are all these pipes sticking out beside the highways. Have you seen them, white pipes sticking up? Well, I know they're on 501 North. Anyway, somebody was asking on Facebook the other night, what are all these weird pipes sticking up? Well, it's because they planted trees and they put the pipes around them to protect them from what I call the rats on steroids, which are actually deer.
Some of us like the
Deer are
deer.
my friend right now because they eat up my yard. So, and that's an example of our city planting trees.
It is a good example. All
Here's
right.
with somebody
Yes,
over here.
wonderful.
Grown-ups can have ideas too.
I think if Nora wouldn't have gotten shy, she might have said, keep a piece of your lawn unmowed so that it is a good pollinator space. So part of our front yard has gone wild for pollinators.
Yes, behind you.
One of my first loves in this life for many, many decades has been entomology. I have studied the insects. My gravest concern at this point is just that, the insects. We've reached a point in our own lives, evolution, the planet, where we cannot afford to kill anything. That being said, there are three things I kill: fleas, ticks, and black widows. Black widows only because I have so many of them, and you can only take the antidote once in a lifetime. But my point is, globally, 50% of the world's insects are dead, and a very high percentage, close to 40% of those that remain, are on the endangered list. Don't kill the insects. Our amphibians are also, by the numbers, extinct. All of my frogs, toads, salamanders, I haven't seen them in years. Even on another note, most persecuted animal on this planet since day one, the snake. I'm the go-to guy in my neighborhood. My neighbors see snakes, they call me, I catch them, relocate them. And I've, even to the point that I've caught and relocated copperheads and rattlesnakes. So my point is, kill nothing. Life on this earth as we know it without the insects is impossible.
We have a couple more
That's very
contributions.
important.
My suggestion was to use everything that you have very wisely.
That is a great suggestion.
Yes.
About that thing with the pollinators. I have a friend that lives across the street, and his dad only mows part of his front yard and backyard. So basically, every time I go over to his house, I have to be careful for ticks.
Yes, that is true.
But
When
I'll bet you see a lot of butterflies too.
When you have a wild part of your yard, you get the good and the bad. But our pollinators are so important.
We should start recycling our trash instead of leaving it for other people too.
We've had some really great suggestions today. Thank you so much to everybody who had some ideas to share.
Would the two of y'all like to stay up here for just another minute so you can help us hand out the clay? Yeah. Okay, good. So we've talked a lot today about living things, and plants are living things that we know most often grow from seeds, though there are other ways that plants grow too. I like to imagine that we are seeds. And we could think about what kind of seed would we like to be. We're like seeds because we grow. When plants grow, they flower, and many plants then develop fruit, or most of them do. We don't eat a lot of them. Though we're very different from plants, what we do in the world is our way to show what's possible as we live in this beautiful earth. I'd like for y'all, if you don't mind, to help hand out our packets of air dry clay.
Yes. And maybe a couple more kids would like to come forward and help pass out too.
And everybody gets one. And you know, last month I was in a class that I got really inhibited because we were supposed to draw and I don't draw. But this is something where we can all use our inner creativity to enjoy.
Yes. Yes, put some on your seat too.
So everybody gets one.
You go with your sister and you can go with Nora and help pass out, okay? Go with Nora and you can help pass out.
Nora, do you want to give Cece a few to hand out? That's great. You know what? This is just the best Mother's Day. This is life. We are in total chaos because we have our beautiful children helping. Marielle, there might be some people way in the back.
All right, good job. There isn't any more.
They have some to give out.
I you have some at your seat. Okay. Can you take your drawing things back, Nora? That's okay. I'm happy to do that.
Michael and Miles, do y'all have some? Good. Ah, we're all ready to play.
Are.
So before we start playing, I know some of you have already started opening your packages. I want us to think about the fact, and this is a prelude to our craft activity. Now, I know that the adults enjoy this because sometimes I see the parents taking the air dry clay from the kids. So I know this is fun, but let's also think.
There's probably not any more green.
Does somebody want to trade a white for a green or a green for a white? Okay, here Dylan was.
I think he was hoping for a green.
Oh, okay. Oh, here, Betsy back here is. Okay. Now, this is Mother's Day. Okay, children. Let me just say a couple of things because we're going to be listening. As we're creating, we're going to be listening to a chant. And in indigenous cultures, people talk about the earth, water, air, and fire. And it goes, earth, my body. Think about the earth is solid and our body is much like the earth. Water on the earth is like our blood. Air is like our breath. Fire is like our spirit. Living things have bodies and some form of blood and breath. So we're all interconnected with all living things. So I invite us, if we're in here, we have clay to play with. If we're on Zoom, I invite you to doodle something, just something creative. You don't even have to think about what you're doodling with. Just have fun and be creative. And think about, as you're creating, what image can you create that represents your gratitude to Mother Earth, or your gratitude for your own mother, or your mother of choice for the life that you've been given? Now, I just invite you to play for a little bit. It doesn't have to end up looking like anything anybody would recognize. We're all children at heart. Just play and enjoy this glorious spring. And let's hear our chant. Thank you, David.
Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit.
People are having fun playing.
You should do this more often.
I know. This is pretty cool. So now then, you can keep playing. If you're like me, I tend to like to doodle. I can listen better if I'm doing something with my hands. So I think maybe we need more Play-Doh for the adults on Sunday mornings. Now, after the service, everybody can go into the social hall and color your creations or put bling on them or whatever. There are things out. And we're all going to be loving mothers. I still have my macaroni necklace that my daughter made for me in like 1st or 2nd grade. And we're all going to appreciate the creative things that we've all made. Starhawk speaks to our interrelatedness and being co-creators within this living entity we call Mother Earth Gaia. She wrote, Earth Mother, Star Mother, you who are called by 1,000 names, may all remember we are cells of your body and dance together. You are the grain and the loaf that sustains us each day. And as you are patient with our struggles to learn, so shall we be patient with ourselves and each other. We are radiant light and sacred dark, the balance. You are the embrace that heartens and the freedom beyond fear. Within you, we are born, we grow, live, and die. You bring us around the circle to rebirth. Within us, you dance forever. Now then, I don't want to.
Could we maybe invite Leah and Amy to come help gather the offering?
If they would like to. Now then, this was not a logical organization of the service. We should have thought to have the offering of our gifts because we don't want to interrupt the creative process. And I thank y'all for helping pass the baskets because every Sunday we take an offering of our gifts for the work of our community. So thank you. For your gifts, which are thoughtfully given and gratefully received. It is the tradition of our congregation that we share together the joys and the concerns of our lives. Spirit of life and love, we hold up today the wonderful beauty and mystery of life, the privilege of being alive and walking and breathing and loving as we walk across the body of our Mother Earth. We hold up today all those who are grieving, all those who are suffering in mind, body, or spirit, that they may find healing and wholeness. We hold up today all those who are fleeing their homelands for safety, for the possibility of a better life. Those who are forced to live in refugee camps. Those in Myanmar who are, as we gather here, facing the strongest hurricane that has ever hit that part of the world. We hold up today the blessings and the beauty of life. We give thanks for family, for friends, for communities that sustain us and help us remember how beloved we are. This we offer in the name of all that is holy. Amen. Every one of us, no matter what we have experienced and no matter what emotions overwhelm us or sustain us, no matter what family we were born into or what family of choice we are creating, we are precious and an important part of this amazing world. We are all children of the earth and beloved members of the human family. Each of us has gifts to offer the world, and each of us is a blessing to the world. We take on the creative power of Mother Earth to help co-create love that can transform the world. Because every one of us is precious, we are called to help bless one another. In our religious tradition, it is not just ministers and religious professionals who have the power to bless. Each of us has the power to bless one another and to bless the world. Therefore, on this day, we honor the creative force of love that flows throughout life. So I invite us to look around at each other. You might want to raise your hand to offer a blessing. You can do that on Zoom too. If you're sitting next to somebody, you might want to put a hand, if you're not still creating, put a hand on somebody's shoulder. And think about that person, the people that you see around us. As we have been blessed, so we bless one another, helping them know that they are a blessing. So just breathe in, and I know our young people can do that really well. Just breathe in and breathe out. And we share that breath with everything that breathes. Just be quiet and feel the love of the universe that flows through this community. It flows into you and out into the universe again as we breathe. When we breathe, we are breathing the air that the dinosaurs breathed and water spouted out of a whale. And we breathe the air that flows all over the earth. Let the love of Mother Earth, the universe, your love flow outward to its height, depth, the universe's broad extent. You are more than you know and more beloved than you know. Take up what power is yours to create a safe haven, to make earth a heaven. Give hope to those you encounter, that they may know safety from inner and outer harm. Be happy and at peace, healthy and strong, caring and joyful. Be the blessing you already are. That is enough. Blessed be. Amen. Let us hold this blessing within us that we might help nurture the world. And I invite us to rise in body or spirit as we share together hymn 91 in the gray hymnal, Mother of All.
The sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with love like that. It lights up the whole sky.
Thank you. Blessings. Oh, sorry. I was focused on the blessing. And so we're going to extinguish the chalice now because I'm absent-minded. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Now. Thank you, Emily. Go in peace, and I look forward to seeing people's creations in just a few minutes. So I did the test, the tasting St. James torts.